Hi everyone, my name is Natalie Smith. I am an experience advisor with the Office of Patient Experience here at Riverview, and I'm just here to tell you a little bit more about our team and what we do and how we can partner with you to create the optimal experience for our patients, families, and visitors. So a little bit about the Office of Patient Experience. Not everyone knows where we're located, but we are on the 6th floor across from the Pharmacy and Nursing Administration. Our office is comprised of a number of different titles and roles. We have an office coordinator who serves as the person who deals with our day-to-day operations and keeps everyone on task here in the office. That is Taniqua Bailey. You will likely see her around. We also have ambassadors. Our ambassadors, their primary role is to round on the units, which I will explain a little bit more in depth later. They spend time on each of the units throughout the hospital, speaking with patients and proactively addressing any questions or concerns. Then there are advisors like myself and Ann Vernon. Our role is to manage any formal complaints and grievances and also to assist the ambassadors with their day-to-day rounds and proactive interventions. We also have a manager. Her name is Kimberly Gittens, and she serves as the member of our leadership team and also as our partner with hospital leadership and administration to help address any high-level concerns and take care of a lot of the data and corporate reporting. So our daily tasks, the advisors and ambassadors complete rounds daily on the units throughout the hospital. Our main goal is to have 1 to 3 touch points per patient throughout their stay with us. That meaning that we will see the patient 1 to 3 times while they're here. Obviously, a key component on determining how often we see the patient is their length of stay. If they're only here for 1 day, it's not likely we're going to see them 3 times. We also participate in intensives, which are predominantly run by the advisors. Those are in-depth training sessions with particular units throughout the hospital where we focus on different areas to increase the HCAP scores. HCAPs are surveys that are put out in conjunction with CMS, or the federal government's oversight of hospitals, that help rank hospitals and determine the amount that they are reimbursed from Medicare and different government subsidies. So we work with hospital leadership and the care teams on the hospitals, on the units, to determine how we can improve those numbers and different ways that we can coach and train and work together to make it easier to achieve those goals. Right now, we are not focusing on intensives as much as we are coming out of the latest COVID surge, but we are hopeful to get back to that in the near future. The units that we are focused on will be determined in the and change throughout the year. We also manage complaints and grievances, as I'm sure you have all encountered while you have worked here or will encounter in the near future. We do have some patients and families who have concerns or have identified areas of opportunity during their stay with us here at the hospital or when they have come to visit the hospital. And it is our office's job to serve as the liaison between those individuals and the hospital itself, the care team, leadership, etc., to help do investigations into those concerns and to create resolutions to those issues. We also try our best to proactively address any of those concerns during rounding and our in-person interactions with patients and families throughout their stays. We also run the PFAC, which is the Patient Family Advisory Council. This is a separate entity that is made up of members of the community, as well as former patients and their families. They serve as a guiding light or voice of the community and the patients in terms of hospital policy, procedure, initiatives, things like that. Members of the PFAC do serve on various committees throughout the hospital, and that committee is run and overseen by the Office of Patient Experience. We also manage the volunteers and the front desk here at RMC, which is not necessarily the way it is at all the hospitals, but here our office takes care of volunteers and interns. It is our responsibility to recruit volunteers, manage volunteers, and make sure that they go through the proper onboarding process as well. We also manage the front desk. We are in the process of hiring dedicated team members to work the front desk, which we are extremely excited about. And of course, with the front desk also comes visitation, which I know is a hot topic and is ever evolving during the COVID times. So our office oversees the communication of visitation. We also screen visitors, help deal with any visitation issues, and communicate and serve as the first faces of the visitors as they come into the hospital. In terms of visitation issues, this is something that I like to focus on. Should you or your team encounter any issues with visitors while they're here in the hospital, we encourage you to be empowered to deal with them as you see fit. So if you see too many people in a room, we encourage you to remind them of the visitation limitations. If you see a patient without a mask, we encourage you to remind them to put their mask on. If you do so and you come up to any type of pushback or issues or hurdles, please call us. We're here to help. We want to partner with you. That is really our goal, is to partner with all of you to work together to create the best patient experience. We are the subject matter experts in the area, but it is really us and you together that create that environment and that are really going to achieve our goals. If we fail and you fail to address any type of visitation issues, or really just any issues with patients and families in general, we can always call in security, but we try to partner with you as much as we possibly can, which is going to bring me to our next issue. I'm going to go a little out of order, I apologize, to dealing with complaints and the care model. So we try to follow the care model whenever possible, which is connect, acknowledge, respond, and express appreciation. So if someone were to come to you or a member of your team with an issue, we ask that you connect with them, identify with their issues, let them know that you hear them. A really easy way to do that is just to restate what they said to you. A great example is if someone has an issue that their food is cold and that they didn't get the correct order. They can tell you that, and at the end be like, I just want to clarify and make sure I got this right. You're telling me the temperature of your food is cold and that this is not what you ordered. It's a great way to connect with them, let them know that they're heard. Acknowledge what they're saying. Say, I can understand that that's very inconvenient. I know you're hungry. And then of course we want to respond. Let them know what we're going to do about the issue. Well, I'm going to call the kitchen right now and see if we can get you a new order, and apologize. Of course, we always want to apologize, whether it's our fault or not. We want to apologize. Apologizing for something doesn't mean that you're admitting that you did something wrong or taking ownership of it, but it does say that you know that you identify with them and that you're sorry that they had this experience. And of course, express appreciation. Telling someone that you're glad that they gave you that feedback is important. We never want anyone to feel like they're alienated or that their feedback isn't welcome. Any feedback we get is good feedback because that helps us to improve in the future. So I'm also going to touch on some of your responsibilities in terms of issues. We ask that you communicate immediately. If you have any concerns, questions about how to deal with an issue, please let us know. We're here. We have an open door policy. As I said, our office is on the 6th floor. Our extension is 2484. We have someone in the office 7 days a week from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Tell us what the issues are. We want to help you. Work to locate a solution. If you know that you can get a problem solved really quickly and you don't necessarily have to escalate it to us, please do so, because there's no reason to leave the person who has the issue waiting for a resolution if it's something you can fix lickety split. Escalate when unsure. So this is where we come in, right? If you're not sure what to do, let us know. Escalate it to your supervisor, escalate it to the house supervisor if your supervisor isn't here, and provide timely feedback. Even if you don't have a resolution, we ask that you let the person know that you're working on it. If someone expresses a concern to you that can't be fixed right away, you escalate it, you go inquire about it, but you still don't have a finalized response. Go back to that person and let them know. These are the steps I've taken to address your issue. Unfortunately, I don't have a resolution right away, but I am working on it and I'm taking it very seriously, and it's important to us that we get this rectified. We do offer some other services that not everybody knows about. Many members of our team are notaries. We are able to notarize items for patients, including advanced directives, healthcare proxies, things like that. We are limited in terms of what we can and cannot notarize. We cannot notarize anything financial, so no final wills and testaments, no financial powers of attorney, those types of things. But if you are in need of a notary for a patient, or if you as a team member are in need of a notary for something that's work related, we can always assist with that. We also have advanced directives and healthcare proxy paperwork here in our office that we're more than happy to provide to a patient and walk them through the process. Again, if you have a visitor issue, we're here to help. And amenities. We do have an amenities cart in our office where we have different things that we can offer patients, ranging from playing cards to denture adhesive to deodorant and crossword puzzles. So if there are things that your patients may need that you think that we can assist with, we're here to help. We want to assist in any way we can. If there's something that your patient's looking for that we may not have, we'll see if we can get it for them. Again, if there's any way that you think we can assist you, please don't hesitate to reach out. If we don't have the answer, we're more than happy to work with you to find the answer. And we look forward to working with you all in the future. Again, our office can be reached by dialing extension 2484 or just stopping any of our team members in the hall for a little bit of assistance. Thank you all for your time.